Now, one of the things for us that's always a problem that we always worry about as Marxists is existing socialist countries turning revisionist. And now I've been very skeptical about the DPRK in the last, 5 to 7 years or so. Ever since 2009, when the portraits of Marx and Lenin were actually removed from Kim Il-sung Square. And then mysteriously, the word communism disappears from DPRK literature. All of which is true, and did happen. But it appears recently there's been a new drive to include a lot of socialism, communism, a lot of the Marxist language, in particular the word communism, back into DPRK discourse, particularly with regards to the media. Now, this is a very important. Kim Jong-un has gone on a crusade to remove a lot of reactionary elements from the government and to remove a lot of people who what we would describe as capitalist roaders, like Jang Song-thaek, who essentially was taking bribes from Chinese companies, because China is socialist apparently, to turn the DPRK into essentially another China. Just make it like the relationship between China and the DPRK would be like the one between the United States and Mexico. So there has been doing this cleaning of house, this reorientating, this rewriting of language that's very positive in my eyes. And I think that this is a really good thing, and it shores up a lot of my faith that they are on the right path. They're not free from criticism, of course, but this reaffirmation of communism being the goal makes me feel better about where the country has been going, and a lot of some of the reforms, like creating private farms, etc., is kind of the opposite of communism. But it appears a lot of it seems to be going in that direction now. There seems to be more state control over the economy, and this is a good thing. This is the way things need to be. Now, a lot of this has been learned from a video that was recently put out by the DPRK, which I'm going to borrow from Wukong Daily and rebroadcast that here, because I think it's very important to keep in mind.
Communism, ideal of the Korean people. Communism is the supreme ideal of the Korean people. The communist society does not mean only the high stage of the economic development or the social development. The communist society we desire is a society where all people live a convenient and harmonious life in good health. In the society based on collectivism, it should be regarded as virtue and traits that one thinks first of others before oneself. In this sense, the communist society can be called a society where all people share joy and sorrow with each other. Humanity have long desired a communist society which produces the material wealth altogether. All members of the society should share the mind and breath with common desire to build a society where all people work and are well off equally. No matter how strong the national power may be, if the members of the society live only for the sake of themselves to the best of their ability with different ideas, such a society cannot be called an ideal society of humanity. As the people's interests are different in the society based on individualism, it is inevitable for the members of the society to have the habit of thinking about themselves only. It is unimaginable for one to sacrifice one's interests for others. It is peculiar traits of the Korean people to devote their role to the society, the collective, and the future of the country to be prosperous rather than their pleasure. In the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, all people are fully displaying the noble virtue and traits under the communist slogan, "One for all and all for one." They respect, trust, and cooperate with each other, help others who have problems with their health and difficulties in their living, share joy, and overcome sorrow together. It is the commonest virtue and traits to share weal and woe with each other. The Workers' Party of Korea is working to build a communist society filled with such virtue.
So it is good to hear that communism as an idea is coming back to the DPRK after having been removed for what I would call a suspicious amount of time. I'm very glad to see it and to see that a lot of the structure that which built the DPRK is now going to be taking center stage once again. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.